honest confession to make right now. The beautiful family that you just saw with the kids, that's actually not my family. The car that I was driving around, that's not my car. This fancy mansion overlooking the beautiful San Jose area in Costa Rica, this isn't actually my mansion. So what the heck am I doing? Here's what's up. My name is Shakir Hussain. I'm a 25-year-old internet millionaire. And just a short 18 months ago, I was broke, buried in debt, hopeless, frustrated, and disappointed. My friends and family were laughing at me, and I was humiliated beyond words. And why was that happening? Because very simply put, I had started an internet business, and within 2 years, all the money that I had made, because I was young and immature and irresponsible, I had lost all that money. So I was back down to not even zero, but I was below zero. And I was frustrated, overwhelmed, and looking for a way out. And at that moment, a random stranger from New York found me online and started harassing me to watch this entire presentation video to join this system that you're about to watch right now before you join. Now, I didn't make millions of dollars overnight. My first week, I made around $700, and then the second month I made over $5,000, and then it went up to $25,000 a month, then it went up to $50,000 a month, and then within 12 months, I generated as much as $100,000 per month. Okay, and all of this income is 100% verified. So I pulled in over $1.1 million in commissions, and right now I want to invite you to take advantage of the same exact system. And this mansion, the car, and the wife, and the family that you just saw, all belongs to my mentor. Meet the guy behind you all, David Wood.
David Wood, and I'm speaking to you from my home in the mountains of Escazú, Costa Rica. Real quick, before I get into the content of this video, to really understand it, I've got to share my story and kind of how I got here. I got started building businesses from home in 2002, probably like a lot of you have at one point or another in your life. When I got started, I basically had a sponsor, and I called him and I said, how do I build the business? What he told me to do was what everybody tells you to do, which is make a list of your family and friends, invite them over to your house for a meeting, and kind of pull out a whiteboard. Well, the problem was that I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, and all my family and friends were scattered around the world because I just got home from a 2-year mission trip in England, and all the friends that I had either had no money, right, didn't want to do a home business, right, or they were in other states, so I couldn't really invite them over to my house for a meeting. So what happened? I called my sponsor and I said, you know what? I don't have family and friends here. What do I do? And he said, go meet new family and friends. Just walk around and meet people. For the next 7 years, I failed at about everything that you could imagine, attempting to make money from home, and I was never able to do it. I tried prospecting. I tried home meetings. I tried making lists of people that I know. I tried passing out flyers. I tried doing hotel meetings, and everything that I ever did ended back at zero. In fact, I failed so bad, I spent so much money on random stuff, that in 2009, I didn't even have a home anymore. So we're talking about building a business from home and making money from home. My home was the van that I lived in on the North Shore of Oahu, Hawaii. Well, one night something happened. I'm going to tell you a little bit later in this video, but I reached a turning point in my life. I reached a point where I had to reach down inside myself. I had to make a new decision about my future. And I also discovered something. I discovered a strategy and a series of principles that enabled me to finally start having success. 90 days after making that decision in 2009, building my business entirely on the internet, without home meetings, without prospecting, without any of the normal strategies that you normally hear about when you're watching videos like this one, I had a night where I made $12,500 in a night. That week I made over $25,000. That was in 2009. I started having weeks where I was making $5,000 and $10,000 working entirely from my home selling products on the internet. But there was a problem. What was the problem? The problem was I was able to succeed, and I was building teams, and I was teaching people what to do, but what I was doing was so complicated that nobody could replicate my success. Nobody could duplicate it. And so I'd get a person in my business and I'd say, hey, what are your dreams and goals? You know, what are the 5 things you would do, have, or become if time and money were an issue? And what was the problem? The problem was they couldn't do what I was doing. And for me, I got discouraged because for me, my dream, I'm going to talk about it in a little bit, is to help other people, to help them reach their dreams and goals. And so I actually made a decision 2 years later in 2011, I'd been making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for a couple of years, made a decision that if I can't teach people how to do this, if I can't help people succeed, I quit, I'll go back to being homeless, I'll work at Safeway or Walmart, I'll go get a job at Starbucks, and I will just be one of the lowest paid people in the world and be happy with it because I'm not gonna sell thin air. That makes sense? Well, so I started thinking about it, and I started thinking about the way that I was able to kind of sell products without phone calls and be able to build a business in countries and languages all around the world where I could get people in my organization 5 levels down, 1,000 miles away, and people were buying things from me that I'd never even talked to in my life. I'd been thinking about how I was able to move to my dream location in the world, which was Costa Rica, and live in the beach and then live in the mountains and be able to travel and be successful people. And then one day, I had an idea, right? And the idea brought together a series of concepts and principles that allowed me to take my success and replicate it through other people, which leads us to why you're watching this video that you're paying attention to right now. Let me tell you about my vision and why I'm doing this. I am doing this because I have a dream. See this ring here on my left hand? We give these to our $1 million earners at Empower Network. Right now we have 13 of them, including myself. Because I'm also a rep, and I also sell our products and services. I lead by example because I want to show people what to do by doing it in front of them. We have 13 of them. My vision is to give these out 100 times a year. And to do that, I need to create 100 new millionaires a year in our organization. Right? That's a lot of people having a minor level of success, and it's a lot of people who are making $100,000 a year, and a lot of people who are creating part-time incomes. In this video, I'm actually going to paint out 3 specific income levels that I'm going to show you how to attain in your business. One of them is a part-time income, where I'm going to show you, if you want to work this part-time, how with just 10 customers, you can make $1,250 a month. I'm going to show you, if you're working this business full-time, how with just 50 customers, only 50 total, how you can make $12,500 a month. I'm going to show you, right, that was with 100 customers. With 50 customers, I'll show you how to create a full-time income of $6,250. See, I got to create a lot of little success to create a lot of big success. It's my vision. My vision is to pack events. I packed events with 5,000 people, and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I will have events with 15,000 people in languages that I don't speak going on simultaneously with events going on in North America. I have a big dream, and here's the biggest reason why I'm making this video and why I'm talking to you today. Because my vision is you. It's you creating the success that you want, the financial results that you want. It's you having transformation inside to be able to change what's inside and be able to change what you can do on the outside. It's you dreaming again. Because a lot of people get beaten down by society. They stop dreaming in their life. And it's you having the power to dream again in your life. It's you, more importantly, finally believing